Crochet, the wobble queen. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Granny squares and textured waves, she's turning yarn into handmade face. With every stitch, she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, break crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. In a cozy corner of the twitchy scene lives a yarny legend crochet queen. Hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Granny squares and textured waves, she's turning yarn into handmade face. With every stitch, she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, break crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. In a cozy corner of the twitchy scene lives a yarny legend crochet queen. Hooks in hand with flair so keen. soft and serene. Break crochet, the bubble queen. Granny squares and textured waves. She's turning yarn into handmade face. With every stitch, she sets the tone. A crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row. With
Okay. I even knew that I was muted and I was going to have to hit the unmute button. Biscuit's messing with me. I said, thank you for the check-in. Thank you for the alert, Crafty. Thank you so much. Amy, you yelled first. Creative Emma, you had, you actually claimed first. There's something on the screen. Okay, hold on. Is it gone now? It's a line. I've done whatever. I don't know. Papa is on a 15 streak stream. And I don't know what it is. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, no, it's me. I think I went off on a tangent 2 seconds before stream and
I don't know what this is. Oh, I know what it is.
Biscuit.
Okay.
Stop.
No. So you had what we were talking about earlier. You had it, the eyeballs on to show it, but you don't have it up like it's minimized.
Okay, hold on.
I can. Or no, you made this the wrong size.
It's just
This has to be like this.
Yeah, but I minimized it so I wouldn't touch it right now.
I understand.
Okay, that's fine. Leave it up just exactly how it is. That way
It can go like this. That's what I'm saying. But what happened was with this,
Then where's it at now?
it's right here.
Okay.
You just click it, right?
Yeah. Biscuit.
Okay. Yeah.
Someone's talking to you.
Who's talking to me? Where?
Sir Tokes.
Oh, beautiful face. Yeah, unlike Coates, who goes no webcam because he streams naked.
What?
You're not going in there. Yeah.
Anyway, today I am making mommy. How are you doing, Sir Tokes? I am making mommy daughter balaclavas. I know I'm gonna say it wrong, so we're just gonna get over it. We're not gonna call it baklava because I know it's not baklava. I know what baklava is. Belly clava. Thank you. It's a belly clava. Anyway, me and he's slapping me with his hands. Anyway, we're making matching mommy daughter these. And I'm using the big twist because I bought this. She wanted black and white ones, I think. Last year she showed me a picture of black and white ones. So I'm gonna go with that. And this is called Gray Ombre. This, of course, is a big twist. Hey, Bubbles and Honey. I am going to make 4-inch squares for Peepop's head. Sew them together. It's, I think, a total of, let me look on my phone, because I took a picture of one, and I don't really have a certain, I'm going to make this up as I go. I know it's a granny square. Granny squares don't belong necessarily to anyone. So I'm making a granny square. I'm going to sew them together. The pattern, I did get it from, let's see if I can pull up this lady's name on um YouTube. I can't find it. I didn't take a picture of her name. Um, but it's 1, 3, and 4. And then she shows how to sew it all together. But so I'm just making the granny squares together. We might actually, so my oldest daughter who has P-pop, I'm gonna make them matching little balaclavas or whatever, belly clavas. I don't know. I'm making them little things to go over their heads, and it's gonna be cute, and I'm gonna get pictures, and it's gonna be wonderful. And I'm using this yarn, and we're gonna see where it goes. Hi, Sir Fabulous Petey. I am not gonna do a magic ring with these because I want the centers of the granny squares to be secure. And I am going to argue and fuss and fight with a dog. Hi, Cass. How are you doing? Um, and I'm going to make these. So I'm going to make P-Pops first, and then I'm going to make hers. I might make 1 and 1 of each. It depends on how the ombre comes out. It really does. I don't know what I'm going to do because, I mean, it is a nice looking yarn and it is an ombre. You can get up here with me all you want, but I'm not going to play with you. Lay down in your bed. Lay down in your bed. Someone is in a mood today, and I'm feeling a little stressed out with his mood. So I'm just going to make I'm going to make 4, 7, 8 granny squares a piece and the same 4-inch squares for P-Pop, 5-inch squares for Jingle Shark, and yeah, next week we'll make you a granny square sweater. That's what you need, a granny square sweater. But I'm gonna make his pink so that I can see him wherever he goes in the yard, even in the snow. Oh, look, there's Bunny outside. He's not even following it. He's not even falling for it. But how is everyone doing this morning? We are warming up a bit. We've had some really cold, windy, cutting weather as of late. So no snow yet. No snow. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with no snow for a while. But let's see. You know, I did. So anyway, as soon as I get him out of my head and me into the yarn, we will be fine. So anyway, I was trying to figure out what I was gonna make that I could just make. Maybe I need to trying to think. All of a sudden my brain starts singing, "Hi Panther, how are you doing?" Um, maybe for P-Pops, I'll make it with a 4mm hook. And Jingle Sharks, I'll make it with a 5mm hook. As I toss my dog around like he's nothing. I do love him, but he is on one today, and I'm not willing to be on it with him. You know what? We will see. I think I'm just going to make all the granny squares with the same hook. Maybe I should do a 4mm to make it tighter. But really and truly, when you do a blanket, and even if it has these little holes in it, you still get the warmth. The air still gets held. warm air. So we're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna go. I'm not gonna start over, even though I'm dying to start over with a 4 millimeter hook, but I'm not. Hi, Linda. How are you doing? How are you doing? Think I have 3 out of the 5. Okay, so thank you for the check-in, Linda. Thank you for the check-in. Yeah, we're getting a 4 millimeter hook out. Okay. We're gonna do it with the pink hook in honor of Bubbles and Honey. I'm just saying that because she's my little pink person. Okay. Papa may have to come in here and help me sooner or later because, I might mentally go off the rails. Heck, I have no idea. Um, let's do this. Okay. It's just gonna be a tighter granny square is all it's gonna be with me using a 4 millimeter. It will still the 4 inches will be 4 inches. The 5 inches will still be 5 inches. It'll just be a little bit tighter of a granny square. Okay, so let's see. How many minutes have we been in? At 30 minutes, I am going to do last month's giveaway. I have put the top 5 people on a wheel, like we had discussed last month before when this started. The top 5 people on a wheel, their names have been put on the wheel 4 times a piece. Papa did the wheel this morning. Papa did the wheel this morning. And then we're gonna spin it. And as long as before we spin it, the 5 people that are on it, as long as they're comfortable with me having to send them this in the mail, then we will spin the wheel and then we will give it away and Merry Christmas. And then next month, for this month, at the end of the month, I'm just thinking I'm going to start just instead of giving a project away, I'm going to give like a $15 gift card away to it'll be a wheel. The top 5 people will be on it. They will spin and then they will get a gift card um, to like a local Michael's, Hobby Lobby, something like that. That way they get to get what they want to get. And so as I crochet this, and I actually have my yarn, which is gray ombre. This, I don't have my needles. Needles are over there. I know they are. KK and I went last weekend. The whole room is taped off. Um, completely taped off. The room is going to be a different color. Nothing behind me is going to be different. Maybe you'll see back there where it'll be a different color. Um, don't really know. We're not going to stray too far from a tan color because Papa likes to keep everything neutral. And, it's just a lot easier when I don't stress him out with like, you know, a green room. Um, and he has had to paint a green room before. Picking Halls had a green room when she was a teenager and it was green. It was green. I think if you really wanted to compare, and I don't know if everybody sees Linda's name like I see Linda's name, but it was pretty much the color of Linda's name in my stream, that green. So it was a green room. And KK had a pink room. And I've had a green room before when I was younger. I like green. Green is my favorite color. 1, 2, 3, 4. They say as a Virgo, I should be surrounded in blue because blue has a calming effect on Virgos. But I don't know if that would help me out or not. 1, 2. I really don't know if that would help me out. And In the grand scheme of things, don't know. And when I get to the end of this, hey, Amy, when I get to the end of this square, I am going to do an invisible join because when I join the granny squares together, I don't want any like of that rippled, the double edges, the knots, or anything that you would get if you went to the corner and sealed it off. So, and their granny squares are going to be not necessarily the same size, but with the same stitch, it should work out. It should work out. The 5 millimeter would make it work up faster. And I've been thinking about all kinds of crazy things to start making next year. There are, like I said, a few projects I need to finish. So, and maybe in January when it's cold, and you never know. Maybe I'll have more days to stream. I still want to talk to them about if we're not going into the office. I still want to talk to them about maybe just working 30 hours a week. Hey, fairy dust, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know who the 5th person is. Oh, I know who the 5th person is. So, how are you doing on this crispy cold morning? We have 8 minutes left, and then I will do it. As Biscuit lays down. And I did take a screenshot of the top 5. Some people bowed out because they are related, or they're related. We're just gonna say related. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully this little baklava, however you want to say it. Bis Papa was asking me, what's the difference? Because he kept thinking I kept saying baklava. And I'm like, no, that's the food, the good food that would, if I had it, oh, it would be delicious, but not good for my diabetic self. So anyway, we are going. Well, I worked 16 hours yesterday and I'm pulling a 12 today. Oh, I bet you are feeling some sort of kind of way. Yes, I bet you are. I bet you are. Ooh. So, dude. So what you having for lunch? I had pancakes for breakfast, and I found this soup that I'm going to try for lunch. It is like a chicken and rice, but it's like not rice, it's like orzo, that like little pasta orzo. So that's what I'm gonna try for lunch. Been in a soup kick since it's kind of cold. What are people being out of being related? And in 8 minutes, I'm going to spin a wheel, and the top 5 viewers, look at me, the top 5 viewers, the top 5 people that viewed the most hours, we're gonna spin a wheel. Their name's on the wheel 4 times apiece. We're gonna spin a wheel, and whoever it lands on wins this. But you have to be comfortable with me mailing this to you. And I don't necessarily, you the 5 people that are on it, which you were on it, Fairy Dust, if you don't want to give me your address or anything, I mean, I can mail it to your work or whatever, anything like that. Because I know people are very private, and that is totally Totally okay. But there were 3 people that were up there that, are related, so they don't get nothing. They get me year round. That is enough. They don't get no prize. I'm just saying, uh, I'm their prize. They don't get a prize. Okay, they get me all year round. So how in the world I'm gonna wait till we're at least 30 minutes. There's one person that's on the list that hasn't shown up yet, and that's perfectly fine. You don't have to be here to win. But, I figured I'd give everybody 30 minutes. It's been a really I think this week has went really fast at work, but it's been a really kinda rough week. The weather's not been good, like, all kinds of rainy and everything. I don't mind being cold. I really don't. And I don't mind the rain, like, in the summertime because it's not that bad, but cold and rainy is ugh, I don't like it. Don't like it. Hate it. And I shouldn't. It's just I don't know. I guess if you've ever been because I'm like, when it snows places, to me, like, when I see, like, when it snows out in the Midwest and when it snows, like, in Alaska, I understand those are different kinds of colds than the kind of, like, icy snow sometimes we get. And I will say this, Fairy Dust, I don't know if you were in the stream when I was talking about it. Someone cut the persimmon, and it's gonna be can't even talk, a spoon winter, which means we're gonna be shoveling snow. I guess I'd rather be shoveling snow than having to be dealing with the one that's the fork with the ice, because ice wasn't good when we had ice last year. Haven't had rain lately, but oh, you did get snow this week? Oh, we didn't get snow, and for some odd reason, I must have been in a fever dream this morning when I was talking to the weather thing, and I thought it said today it was gonna get up to 88. Papa goes, "Where'd you get that from? Not gonna be 88 today." I said, "No, the little weather thing told me 88 this morning." Because in my mind, I was going, "Man, I should have drove to sing P-pop this weekend, because if it's gonna be 88, I mean, it's gonna be nice. Her and I could get out, walk around the neighborhood, do all kinds of crazy Gigi and P-pop things." That's what I was thinking. But was I thinking wrong? Yes, I was. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do 4 rounds. Hi, Hood, how are you doing? Oh, thank you. This was from a Wooble kit from the Bubbles Wooble kit, and I thought it was fitting today since we're making Mommy and me baklavas. And I know I'm probably saying that wrong, and I'm very, very sorry. But let's see. I might have to bring Papa in here for this anyway. Um, I'm not. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. I can do this. So let's see. Do, 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 do. We're gonna bring the wheel up. I thought it would pop up on. Oh, it will pop up on the screen. Oh, and it didn't pop up on the screen. Okay. My wife loves to crochet. It's so awesome to see a Twitch streamer doing it. Oh, I love to crochet. It's Bray Crochet. It is the only thing I do on my stream. Hold on, my husband's coming in here to fix whatever I did wrong. And our dog is going to let everybody. See, I told you I didn't do anything.
Nobody likes to see me.
Shush up. Everybody
and
loves to see you.
no, because when they see me, that means something's going wrong and the flow of the stream is broken.
It's okay because I can flow. I can flow.
Shout out to Piney. Yeah, shout out to me.
I don't know.
I don't know why it did this, to be honest. I may just have to remove it. Watch,
Okay,
yeah, watch Nosy for a second. You can close that door so he doesn't go out there. He's trying to go in your room. Shoot, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, it's okay. It's not that big a deal. You guys are gonna watch live as I bring this back up. I don't know why it did that. Weird. All right, let's try it again. I'm here to fix something.
Who's here?
I'm here. Okay, but that is not, guys. We're gonna fix it up. We're gonna make it look a lot prettier than this. Just hold on. I don't accept lack of prettiness here. Give me a second. You guys can't even see me anyways. We're gonna make it look pretty. We're gonna reduce it. Okay, cool. Now watch this. This is magic. We're gonna do magic.
Are you gonna spin it?
No, we're gonna do magic. See, I hate that it reset everything. You're used to seeing me by now. I no longer startle you guys. Well, that's good.
Who is that?
Barry does.
Who's
Yeah.
working?
He's working today.
He pulled 16 hours yesterday and he's doing 12 today.
Yeah, I'd say if that. I would not be.
He's
a hard worker.
He is a hard worker.
We're gonna do, watch this. We're gonna do custom color. Select color. We're gonna make this just look fancy. And then she's gonna break it again. Because I already did this once today.
I'm breaking it. Spinning it. Papa's spinning it.
Hold on. We're still in some issues right now. Okay, there. I don't care. You're still gonna break it for the next time. Like we could save it. And we're still gonna break. So she wants me to spin it. I guess. Who else here? Oh, hello to everybody, by the way. Hello, Linda. You say you want me to spin it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or do you want to spin it?
Go ahead.
Oh God!
Do I hit it over
the
here?
dang desk on me. You hit it in the center.
Okay, we're spinning it.
Too excited.
Okay. And Panther won. Yay! Okay. He is out on one today. So no, spin it again. Okay. Are you sure, Panther? Are you sure? Okay. Okay. That is fine. That is fine. You are allowed to win more than once. Okay, so Unicorn Farts has won. So I will contact her and after stream, because she's not here, it's perfectly fine, Panther. I will contact her, and if she is willing to give me her address, and I'm pretty positive she at least has a work address I can send it to. But I am sending her. I guess I gotta take the wheel down. I'm going to send her this. And so next month we will do the same thing, but next month we're going to do it as a gift card giveaway. So you can, the top 5 people will go back on the board and you will have a chance to win a gift card. And Unicorn says no, she doesn't want it, then we'll spin the wheel again tomorrow if I get a hold of her. And I thought she was going to stream. Technically, we had discussed streaming together, but we probably did it at the last minute. So, and so I don't know. She probably was, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I love each and every one of you. I really do. And I really do. And I appreciate that y'all guys come here and put up with as I choke and put up with me as I choke every weekend. And y'all put up with me even when I go to see the P-pop, and you put up with me year round. You come back. You guys are so amazing. You really are. And thank you for the follow, MF Hood. Thank you for the follow. Must have been when Papa was here and whatever, and he should have said, "Thank you for the follow, MF Hood." That's what he should have said. We even like your IT guy. I know I think I got the best IT guy out there. I really, really do. I mean, we do argue over IT things all the time because I have an IT deficit along with my iron deficiency. I am IT deficient too. So it's not a good thing. I'm gonna breathe in and breathe out because I'm gonna have to hurt him, and y'all know I will. I would have to hurt him. So he just sometimes, and he better be glad I didn't hear the 88 at like 3 o'clock in the morning because I'd have packed the car and been heading to see the P-pop. Y'all, okay. P-pop FaceTimes me. We're gonna say I might get to see her every day on FaceTime. It's a wonderful thing. You know, I would say 30 years ago when I had my daughter, 35 years ago when I had my daughter, nowhere once did I think if somebody would have told me in 35 years, you'll be looking at your grandchildren on your phone and it'll be amazing, blah, blah, blah. I would have thought they were utter lunatics. I'd have been like, you are full of it. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this close to me because I've got to get a needle. We got this cute little thing, and it holds all of my stuff. I'm gonna put this in the bottom because that's my prescriptions, and it might have my address on it. And not that I wouldn't want any of you guys to come visit me because it would be great if you did, because then you could see really the craziness that I put Papa through on a daily basis. And do I put him through on a daily basis? Yes. He he is he is tortured every day. He loves it, but he is tortured every day. We did this and I found my tin of needles. And now I can't find my tin of needles. And I put my tin of needles on this thing because I was like, I can't believe it. I found them. Oh, yay. Hi, Stellar. How are you doing? Maybe I stuck them down in there. I don't know. Anyway. I don't know what that is. Now we're just going to find things out together. Oh, these are the keys these are extra keys to my keyboard. I don't know what that means, but you know. Okay. I know, and I thought I put it. I'm sorry, my hair in my mouth. I thought I put it back where it would be safe and sound, but nothing's ever safe and sound around here. I don't think. Anyway, I'll find it because I'm gonna have to. All of these things are gonna be. All of these squares. If I don't find my needle on the next go around, it's just not gonna be tied together until I can do it. Um. Ooh, you have yarn to wash. I If you put your pictures in Crafty's Discord when he was doing his share, I think it was yesterday. He was doing his share during his like stream anniversary. Um, I saw it. I saw your yarn stuff. I saw the yarn. Biscuit saw it too. Come here, Biscuit. Okay. Penny's gonna get mad because she's like, she won't see the biscuit for today. He's like, what? We can't have Penny mad. Go like this. Go. Hi, Penny. Hi, Linda. Hi, everybody. Good boy. But anyway, last Sunday, we taped the whole room off. And we are, I think we're painting it Tuesday. She's coming over Tuesday. I'm working from home, but I'm not working from home. I'm working from home, but I have doctor's appointments that day. So we are going to get some painting done. And like I said, y'all won't see it, but right there you'll see it. But anyway. Yeah, I think he was when he was doing show and tell, it was your yarn. Because I was like, I remember the ones that you had posted in mine. So anyway. When I get to the end of this, if I can't find a needle, we're just going to snip it off to where I will invisible join these squares, and then hopefully today, while I am got a few things running in the background, while I'm probably going to wrap presents today. I'm going to have to get presents wrapped today. There's no way around it. And I was listening to some lady today on the radio today on my way home yesterday, and she was like, yeah, I haven't even got my Christmas tree up. Unicorn, hi, how are you doing? Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub for 5 months. Unicorn, welcome in. You have won. You are the winner of this. And later on after stream, you can, if you feel comfortable, if you don't, that's fine. You can DM me a address that you want me to send this to. So, we spun the wheel, and it landed on somebody. Yes. The yarn he showed yesterday was a cotton. Today I'm washing 2 different bulky wool alpaca blends and worsted single ply superwash merino. Ooh, wow. I just saw that somebody made make one, and they are so cute. Yes, Crafty got this last month. I bought these 2 extra kits. They were on sale. So, one was my November giveaway, and this month, this is my one was my October giveaway and one was my November giveaway. We're working on December. And how are you doing, Yarny? How is B? And Stellar, how are the kids? Have you gotten snow? Are you all excited? Because I know that you have all the fun winter activities. So, where is Unicorn? There she is. You've been working to finish Christmas gifts. I'm gonna have to today to get we have a room. I know this is we have a room that's used to be like a living room. We have a room that used to be a living room. And that's where we always did everything in because it was right off the kitchen and whatever. Well, we had a room that was at the front of the house that is really a living room, but we never used it. And then we were like, yeah, we got to start using this room because whatever. Well, anyway, so the room that's off the kitchen is going to be like my office. But right now it's got Christmas gifts all in it that need to be wrapped. So we'll be wrapping Christmas gifts later today. Got to get them under the thing. But anyway, I was listening to a lady the other day and she said she hasn't even got her tree up. And I do understand that because there are plenty of people that sometimes they don't put their Christmas trees and in other countries too. They don't put their trees up until Christmas Eve because they're like, you don't go to a party early. Why would you put your tree up early? Oh, goodness gracious, gosh almighty. See if that makes a difference. I can get it behind. And I can't. Hold on just a minute. Unicorn a 15th streak. Hold on, I gotta go get scissors. Ours was up. I don't know, Papa. When did they put ours up? Ours was up before Thanksgiving. I want to say it was up near November 1st, that weekend or something, because the kids came. I'm sorry, the kids came over and they decorated outside too. Then our neighbors went whole hog. Whole hog. And they've got like a 15-foot blow up tree in their yard. Are we going to? No. But, I mean, got all these neighbors putting all this stuff up, and our little Christmas decorations are just so little compared to them. But they're just more festive than we are. Okay, so MF Hood does theirs before Thanksgiving. Unicorn does hers December 1st. I mean, and that's fine. Everybody has their own thing. I remember when we were kids, like little, like before, double digits kids, my mom never put the Christmas tree up before Thanksgiving. Never. Thanksgiving, we might put it up on Thanksgiving after the turkey, the lunch, whatever, that kind of thing. So that was what I remember. But lately with Thanksgiving and Christmas being it'll only be a couple more years like that. And then it'll go back to being like where you have 4 weeks between Christmas and Thanksgiving. But the way that the calendar does, that is good. That is good. I'm just waiting for I wanna I hope we get snow for Christmas, but if we don't, that's fine. Um, but then we go through January and February, which of course is always our worst months here in Tennessee. At least I think it is when it just gets the weather's just so crappy. Okay, that's 4 inches. So we have to make 8 of these at 4 inches, and I am going to cut this off. I don't have my needle, so we're gonna pull that out. I'm doing an invisible join, so it'll be easier to sew these squares together. So we're just gonna put it there. And I don't know why my image box is where it's at. I just, ooh. And I just told myself at the beginning of this that I wasn't going to do that. Um, 2, 3, 4. So hopefully when I get these made, I'm gonna get these made this weekend, and then I will get them sent to the Peepop because I don't really I want to go see her on a Saturday, but it's gonna be like I would have to drive down on a Saturday, and then I'd have to drive back on a Sunday. It's not like it's a long drive. It's not like, like, oh, it's long enough, but it's not too long. But sometimes I feel like if I can't stay, like, to the Monday, because my daughter has Sundays and Mondays off now, it's kinda like I don't wanna infringe on my son-in-law. No tree up yet. I might put the outdoor decor out today. Oh, wow. Well, I think that Papa and Picking Halls and KK made a decision this last year that they might put the Halloween fall decor up in September. I don't know if it'll happen, but it was on the table. It was on the table. So it was on the table. The burr months, I like the burr months because, okay, September starts and my birthday happens. Um, but they're also kind of like it's the cold months, it's the ones that, and then, I've been driving to work for the lot. Why is it feel like it's getting caught? Um, this last week with it being rainy and everything like that, it's like you people are losing your ever loving minds. You have the kids got like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off for um the Thanksgiving break. And it's just like, I don't know. I guess because we only have 3 weeks until Christmas, maybe people are going like they feel like they gotta rush. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I just know that Papa buys the presents and, um, the Burr months are the Burr months. Never heard them called that before. Oh. Well, they are kinda Burr. Mine's the 2nd. What day is mine is the 18th. My sister was born the 17th, the day before my first birthday. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else that I know in September. September. So you're a Virgo. Yes, you're a Virgo. They say Virgos should be surrounded in blue. It keeps them calm. I don't know if that really works. I've had a lot of blue cars in my life. Well, and I shouldn't say a lot of blue cars. The majority of the cars that I have owned over since I've been 16 have been blue. The majority of them are blue. I was supposed to be an October baby too. I thought I was supposed to be a November baby, but my mom told me we were born when my mom told me we were born early, me and my twin sister, they told we were she said we were supposed to be born early, and for all these years, I thought she meant we were supposed to be born in November, and we were born 2 months early. And I was talking to her about something one day, and she said, "Yeah, you were only a month early." And I was like, "Oh." And then I felt, like, really disillusioned and thought my whole life had been a lie because for all these years, 50 some, I thought that, I was supposed to be a November baby, and I was really an September baby, and to come to find out I was supposed to be an October baby and, was a September baby. But I weighed 4 pounds, 13 ounces, so it does make sense that I could have been an October baby. Biscuit, honey, I do not know what you're doing. I don't know what he does half the time. I just wanna keep him out of trouble. So, I have a Christmas-themed inflatable dragon, narwhal, and giant shark with Santa riding it. Oh, that sounds amazing. At least the giant shark. So, I am making a baklava. A Am I saying that right? I don't know if I'm saying it's gonna be like a snood as far as I'm concerned. Um, yeah, that's what I'm making. It's 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 granny squares, and it's going to cover Peepop and her mom's head like a snood. Oh, you're like, those people mean nothing to me. Yes, it's like a military mask. Listen to that little booger butt. He's solid. I think he's solid. Solid snot bucket is what you are. So I'm making mommy and me those. I'm making her one and I'm making Peepop one. I'm making Jingle Shark and Peepop one. She had sent them to me last year and said it'd be really nice for her and Peepop to have one. And I'm hoping it says a toddler should be 3 to 4 inches with a snug fit. So I'm doing 4 inches because I don't want it to be too tight on her head. Best friend had to come say hello. Where are you at? So I'm having I don't know. I'm having whatever moments old people walked into a room today before stream. I might have to get a different hook. If you know, you know. Um uh walked into a room earlier today before stream and was like, I forgot why I walked in the room. And then Papa was talking to me and he's like, "Are you listening to me?" I'm like, "I'm trying to remember why I walked into this room." So, no, I'm not listening. I don't know what he's doing right now, but anyway, I don't know about you, dog. You are crazy. And I don't I feel like I'm on like what do you want to call it? Like in a fog today. I don't know what my problem is. So, just one of those things. I feel like really weird. Minding your own business and relaxing. Well, that's probably good for you then. It's probably good for you. I had that yesterday, but it was a coworker induced. I'd she'd pick a file. They would ask them any questions, and they would just stare at the file for a while. Oh no, 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 Honey Snookums, y'all. He has lost his ever loving mind. There is an alien that has overtaken Papa's brain, mind, something. Honey Snookums. No, my hook is got something on it. Okay. Bubbles is gonna have to go up. There's something at the end of that bubbles and honey, bubbles hook, and I don't know what it is. And look at that biscuit, 3-minute brag ad. But there was something at the end of it. It was catching the yarn, and it's an acrylic yarn. Oh, do you need to wash it? Whoop, you- I think I need to. I think I need to put something on it, like not oil, but like like I always put like you can rub it in your hair and put like hair oil on it, and it's not bad, like whatever. But anyway, I did go to the grocery store this morning and I picked up I don't know if in your area they have Kroger's. I don't know. But in our area we have Kroger's and they're doing a mega sale right now. And I got the Rowells, RAO. Their soups are normally $3.99 a jar or something like that. And if you buy 3 or more, you get them for $1.99. And then they have the Old El Paso soups that are $3.99 a can, and, they are $1.99 a can. But, the Old El Paso soups, I believe, has a coupon that you can clip, which makes them even less. And I wanted to try them because, I'd never noticed that. I didn't know this. I did not know that RAO, Row, and, Old El Paso made soups, and they're chicken enchilada soups. Like, one's chicken enchilada, hot and spicy enchilada soup, with jalapenos, of course, spicy. And then oh gosh. But I really wanted to try the Rouse because I like their spaghetti sauce, but if you buy it, like, at Kroger or someplace like that, it's always really, like, $9 a jar, and I'm sorry, but, I mean, I love spaghetti sauce, but I would rather buy it at Costco or Sam's if I could for cheaper because you can buy in bulk. And I was gonna say, as I chew the ice, which I don't know, I think I'm getting massively anemic. Welcome back, welcome back. I'm having a harder time nowadays. It is way cheaper if you get it at Costco's or Sam's. When I worked at Sam's, I would get it, and it was like you could get, like, 3 jars for $9 or 2 jars for $9. I don't know, it was a lot cheaper than if you bought it at the grocery store at Kroger's or and, I mean and, like and I don't know, I'm sure everyone has grocery stores like this, like, we have a grocery store and it's oh I know, and I've been cooking in a cast iron pan, a lot of stuff, because I'm hoping that I'm just hoping that the iron is leaching into the food. I know people will be like, "Oh, really? Do you wanna do that? That sounds so horrible." Listen, people, Papa's had to set while I've slept because they give you Benadryl, and I did not know this, but when you have a blood transfusion, they give you a Benadryl, and I slept, and he had to sit there for I would say it was like 2 4 hours? I don't remember how long it was, but it was like almost a half a day. He brought me home and I still slept. But did I feel better after that? Yes, I did. But, do I ever wanna go through that again? No, I don't. So, yes. And I actually do like spinach and broccoli. So, it is a good thing. And I did see a bunch of stuff at the grocery store that I wanted to buy this morning. Um, I held tight because I was like, in a few weeks we're gonna whatever. And really and honestly, my freezer is not like massively big. I wouldn't say that Papa and I have massively like a lot of freezer space. And I watched this girl, she made a spinach and artichoke dip, y'all, and I really, really want to try it because she used frozen spinach and she was like, "No, I'm not whatever, she wasn't thawing it out. She says, "I'm gonna put it in the pan and it's gonna thaw out because we need the water for from the spinach to whatever." And I was like, "That's my kinda girl." I don't want all those extra steps. Do you want all those extra steps when you're making something? I mean, if you do, fine, you do you. I will say that, you do you. But do I want to? No. If you tell me that you have a recipe for me and it's gonna take me less than 30 minutes to make, and it may have 5 ingredients in it, I'm on it. I am on it. I think that is the one thing that I'm actually looking forward to, and I don't know if Papa is, but I am looking forward to when I get to work from home, because if they let us keep the same hours and I work at 4:30, that means I have 30 minutes to get dinner done before Papa gets off of work. And that's just gonna make me tickle pink because I I do like to cook. I wouldn't say I love to cook, but I do like to cook. So, if I can have something in 30 minutes, I really do enjoy it. I used to be really good at the timing thing. When Papa worked where we live now, he would drive 45 minutes home. I had the timing down perfect. I could almost guarantee that I was gonna have dinner done by the time he pulled into the driveway. He would leave here, where we live now, at 4:30, and he would drive 45 minutes to where we used to live. So, if he would pull in the driveway about 5:15 every day, and I was really good at timing back then. I'm not really good at timing now, but I think if a dinner can take you 30 minutes, and I mean, and I will tell you this. Oh, thank you for the follow, Lejeune. I'm gonna go, let's see if I can say that. Oh, thank you for the unlurk, Crafty. Thank you for the follow, though, Lejeune Agricultural. I'm gonna go with that. We're just gonna call you Lejeune because I like that. I think it sounds really, really spiffy. Well, I mean, that sounds really spiffy. Um, um, but yes, I love meal planning. I, you know, I don't like meal prepping, but I'll do it. But our meal planning is basically, I'm just gonna throw. We're gonna have tacos on Tuesday night. We're gonna have tacos on Monday night. That's gonna, because Papa and I, we cook for 4, but we are 2. So, uh, yeah, here's my phyllo dough. Uh, so, we do like tacos on Monday and Tuesday, and then we'll do spaghetti on Wednesday and Thursday, and then we'll do something simple on Friday, and then the kids come over on Saturday or Sunday and we eat with them. But that's our meal planning to I would say to a T. But, like, last night, I was on my way home from work, and I was like, "Hey, this is what I want for dinner. This is where I'm picking my dinner up from. Do you want anything from there?" Yesterday was just one of those days. I don't know what it was. It just sucked every bit of energy out of me that I possibly could. You should have been here earlier. Unicorn, because there was something on one of my hooks and I couldn't figure out what it was. She said if I washed my hook, you would kick me out. Wait, she didn't say you would. She didn't say you would. She said I wouldn't be a part of the Dirty Hookers Club anymore. Where is she at when I need her? No, I'm just kidding. Making what? Yes. Papa was asking me because he was like, "Are you talking about baklava?" And I'm like, "No, that's not what I'm talking about, Papa." So, anyway, I like being, I mean, I'll figure out whatever's on it. It's not getting washed, but I'm gonna figure out what is at the end of the hook. It's one of my Wooble hooks, and I actually do have a couple more Woobles that I should be able to. I just wanted to, I was like looking at my yarn wall, and I'm like, I really just need to get some more yarn off the yarn wall. But, and I thought this would be a good thing to do because I don't necessarily have, I can make all the squares. It's 8 squares for each baklava. How'd you say? Wait, hold on. She had it for me. Ball. Where is it at? Ball a clava. Ball a clava. There we go. Stellar was helping me earlier so I could say it right. So, how is everyone doing today? What is everyone planning to do today? Um, like I said, I'm gonna be wrapping Christmas presents later. Um, and I will say this, congrats to Crafty for on yesterday. Well, for his 3-year stream anniversary. So congrats, congrats. Um, I know I heard you say last night that you were might be planning on doing trees today. Yes. So anyway, I'm making pea pops first because it'll be easy to get hers done. Can't find the needles, even though I have a handy dandy crash cart. And I'm going to call it a crash cart that we got last weekend. Um, while we were out picking everything up to finish this room up. And Tuesday it's going to be painted. Still don't know what color. Still don't know what color I'm going to make it. We did try to go with something neutrally to minimize the stress of Papa, but I might actually go out on a wild, crazy limb and make it like, you know, he just doesn't want it to be a dark color. He wants it to be a lighter neutral color. So we shall see. So we shall see. And I'm trying. Let's see. So Christmas presents later. Oh, my one question was, did you have a problem with the pom pom? For some odd reason, I couldn't wrap my mind. Oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you, thank you. I couldn't wrap my mind around the little pom pom at the knot at the end. I mean, I'll know I'll get it. And I saw you had made one, and that you were making one last night while you were waiting your 30 minutes for your hat. Oh, okay, that'd be great. I didn't know if maybe I just needed to use a bigger hook size or something. Maybe I was just I'm probably overthinking it, Crafty. I'm overthinking it. Is all it is I'm overthinking it. Well, I would have probably schnocked, no, I wouldn't have done nothing. Oh, I don't know. I know that I've got to get done, and I really don't want to impress on anybody right now. He tried to pay you bits to stay on later. He's You gotta love him though. You gotta love him. I'd be okay with doing that again too. I don't have a problem. I feel weird like with collabs because I feel like I'm impressing myself impressing. I'm putting myself on somebody. And I mean, they can say no. I don't know why I feel like I'm like, oh, like Crafty, do you want to do a collab? Crafty says no. Crafty says no. I mean, it's not like I should take it personal. Yeah, Rox, how are you doing? Um, but then I feel weird. It's not like I can't go. "Hey, you want But I don't know. But no. And this I figured this thing that I'm making right now, this baklava, I'm not no, I know we said it wrong. But uh, I figured this will kick I'm doing the granny square thing, getting it kicked out for the year, and that's it. So So I do have, but I don't mind. I don't mind. We can talk about it later. But, I don't ever want anybody to feel like I don't want to be not approachable to do a collab, but I also don't want to make someone feel like they have to do one with me either. Yeah, we both did. I mean, I think I fell off it a whole heck of a lot harder than you did because you kept making things, and I was like, yeah, let's make this over here. Let's make this over here. I still have things I really have to get made before P-Pop turns 2 because they're going to have to be at her 2-year birthday party, which means I've got 6 months to do it, which means I've also got uh tomato things I've got to make. And I don't know, just sometimes I feel like I put so much on myself that I need to go stop, stop. So anyway, hey, Penny is a good one. Penny is a keeper. Let me tell you. Biscuit, he's passed out right now, which honestly is probably a good thing. Did I start that with 4 or 3? I can pull it tight. There we go. And Biscuit will watch things with me, but he also just kind of like lays there. He's like, whatever, you're watching another B-rate. Now, I do like old westerns. I do like old westerns. Like, okay. I grew up like Gunsmoke, Bonanza, things like that. Um, but I was also, I don't know if anybody was this, but I was also a massive, massive cartoon kid. I mean, you could put a cartoon in front of me and I was going to stay. Oh, The Lone Ranger was pretty good. I like yes, I like those 2, High Chaparral and this yes. But I mean, if my mom didn't want me to move, she could turn on like I'll be honest, she could probably turn on Scooby Doo and I'm sitting there and I'm watching it. I'm not moving. She does not have to worry about it. Bray is not moving for as long as that's on the television. I don't know if anybody else is that way, but I was. Now, but we did have a nice fenced in yard when I was a kid. So, I mean, if she said don't leave the yard, I didn't leave the yard. You know, I love the Jetsons. But yeah, if she told us we could go outside and play and she said, "You can go outside and play, don't leave the yard." We didn't leave the yard. But also on the same token, we lived in a neighborhood where there were kids up and down the road, so she could be like, don't leave the road." Like, so we could play with our friends, but don't leave the road. So, and we knew that we could travel to the end of the road and back. Like, let's just say this was our house, and then this was the end of the road, and this was the end of the road. We could go back and forth, but we couldn't go past that point. My mom, I think later on in life, would beg me to go outside because I could stay in my room all day long, no matter what, whether it was reading, um, whatever. And there's nothing wrong with being that way. There really isn't. Because if you think about it, I mean, gotta have the smart kids in the world. The ones that have the knowledge that some people call useless, but obviously it's not useless if we're winning at Trivial Pursuit. So You call it useless? I call it a leg up. Uh, yes. The smart ass kids. I will say that probably before I'm with you. I'm with you on the Harry Potter movies, Linda. I could read I have books that I still have, and I could read them over and over and it would not bother me. Because I think that reading them over and over, I'm going to find something in it that I did not realize that I maybe have skimmed over. And I shouldn't say skimmed over, but that maybe I just didn't catch the first time. So, but I love reading books. Actually, the other night I woke up, it was like midnight, and I was like, "Oh, I cannot do this. I have got to go to work tomorrow morning. I have got to be up in 6 hours." So, I have a book on my nightstand. I have yarn on my nightstand too. So, it's not like I put one crafty thing over the other. They're even on my nightstand. And I thought, "Which do you wanna do?" And I thought, "I'm gonna read 1 chapter of that book," because the chapters aren't very big. So, I read the 1 chapter and, voila, was ready to go to sleep. Whatever woke me up, whatever anxiety it was gone, and, I was wrapped up in that book, and I literally told myself, "You can only read 1 chapter. You cannot be like, oh, 1 more chapter. Oh, 1 more chapter. Oh, 1 more chapter." Because then I said, "If you're gonna do that," and I do talk to myself a lot. Sometimes I don't know if it's out of talking to someone who understands me or talking to someone whatever. But I was like, if you're going to read more than 1 chapter, you're gonna pick up the yarn and you're gonna keep just crocheting until you go to sleep. And sometimes we can't do that with Biscuit because, like yesterday, I was crocheting while I was in my bedroom and my scissors hit my leg. And I was like, oh, because they were on the bed beside me. And I'm always petrified that Biscuit is gonna get caught up in something. What you took you bookmarked several chapters in the book, and when I would read the bookmarks up, "Ooh, cute, I'll set a 15-minute," and that usually gets you. Oh, that's good. I didn't think about something like that. Because technically, if you have a bookmark or even that, a timer, it does. You're done at the end. But I was the book I'm reading, it's a Sarah J. Maas book, Picking Holes. We picked out the series when we went to North Carolina one summer, and I'm a lot slower of a reader than she is. I used to not be, but I am now. She'll read like 30 books a year. She's on it. Probably should ask her where she's at on her reading list for the year. But her birthday is in 12 days. And she asked her husband, could they go to Barnes& and Nobles because she's gonna be 30. And she said, "Can I get 30 books for my birthday?" And I was like, "That might be asking a lot." But I mean, I don't know. She's very heavily into books. So, I don't know. We don't know. Long time ago, I would easily read that many, if not more. When I was a kid, it wasn't nothing for me to get a book and either go out under a tree or walk someplace where it was quiet. Ugh. And now I will say this, it's a lot easier, like in the spring and the summer to sit outside before the bugs or after the bugs. I will say that before the bugs or after the bugs. And sit outside and just it's so nice to read outside. It is. It's nice to crochet outside when the bugs aren't out there. So, yes. I think that's really what she's probably going for is like to get like a whole series of books that she wants so that she can get the full set. And I'm sure that's probably for him, it would probably be a lot more logical and cheaper for him than, you know, something else. Because she's gonna read them. She's gonna read them. So, I mean, a few years ago, me and a friend were making trick or treat bags for her nieces and nephews and her grandkids. Went to the park and oh, with our chairs and crochet, and we finished all 15 bags and it was getting dark before we got them done. Just and all that. I just think it's nice to be able to because sometimes it's just not. Sometimes the weather's too hot. I literally sent my kids, Linda, this lady, I don't she's gotta be in Europe somewhere. She's gotta be in Europe somewhere. She had a bubble that she had put like a I'm gonna say a plastic bubble, but it was stiff. It had like metal in it. And she had like a little couch in it and everything. I'm telling you, if I could get a little bubble and put it in my yard and I wouldn't burn up hot, I think I could go out there and crochet any time of year. It would just be nice. Maybe she could collect 30 books over the course of a year instead of all at once. True, true, true. She's literally she ever since Peepop has been born, before Peepop was born, she started a library for Peepop. And she every so often, she goes and she gets books for Peepop and sends them to her or takes them to her or whatever, because she's like, "I just want her to enjoy reading." And, you know, and you give Peepop a book, I don't know if she now do I know? No, she does not know how to read a book. She's a little over a year old, year and a half. But she knows that you flip the pages. She'll sit there and she'll flip the pages. So, she's got it going on. Got it going on. And she'll let you read a book to her. I was taking a class for something last year, and, it was just a book on the class. But I do better when I read out loud to myself sometimes on those things because it makes me remember things. So she sat beside me and I read to her the most boring stuff in the whole wide world for a kid to have to listen to. She sat there, she listened to me the whole time. As long as she could look at the book, she was fine. And that was great. But did she fall asleep? Yeah, because it was the most boring book in the whole wide world. There was no seeing anybody run. There was no dog running. So it was crazy. Crazy, crazy. But I want her to be I think I want her to be able to do what she wants to do and have a good solid foundation on vocabulary. We used to have Hastings, just a couple towns over. My niece and I used to go there and spend all day in that store reading and buying books. See, I mean, I know Barnes& and Nobles is great and whatever, but, sometimes, like, we went to North Carolina and we had a girls' weekend away. Um, it was just nice to go into, like, a little local bookstore and just sit and pick the books up and sit down and be able to read through a little bit of them. What do I feel like Papa's gonna sneak up behind me all of a sudden? Your eldest had a Jack and the Beanstalk pop-up book when he was Peepop's age. Read it so much that he had memorized it. He would read it to himself. Oh, that's so cute. Now I will say that my mom has gotten the Jingle Shark has told me my mom has gotten Peepop a couple cute little books for Christmas, and I can't wait. So, fee fi fo fum. Ugh, kids are so great. They just why? I got fuzz up my nose, and I'm telling you, it's fuzz. I can feel it. Yarn fuzz up the nose. So, and I remember her mom had books, and she still has some of those books, but Peepop is the first, so they're her books. So, if she gets a sister or a brother, and that's if, they haven't decided whether they wanna have any more or not, then I guess she'll have to share. Not really, because Aunt Aunt Pickenhalls will get them books too. So, but I don't know. And I don't I'm trying to think of what all Christmas presents still have to be wrapped. And I do know that, I think Picking Halls is off the weekend of her birthday, which her birthday is on a Thursday this year. So I don't know if we're doing it the weekend before her birthday or the weekend after her birthday. One, two, three, four. I like how the gray is coming out. It's not too bad. It's not going too dark. It's not gonna do I don't think it's she did send me one that was, like, black and white. It was very, like, black and white, but I was hoping that this would be, like, easy to want it to be able to go with everything, with it being the gray ombre, but and it to look like it's a mommy and me kinda thing. So, maybe I should have done a bigger hook. Maybe it would have worked up a little faster and used the colors a little faster. Ooh, my leg. I don't know. So, my agenda for today is Christmas presents and soup, and I am going to try the Rouse chicken and orzo soup. Like I said, it was on sale, and I thought, for $1.99, why not? The sweater I'm working on right now, I got the True Blue Ombre, and I'm using a 6 millimeter hook. It is almost playing pooling, and I've never done that. Oh, I just want this to be warm. I don't want it to be not warm. And I figured the bigger holes I have in this, then maybe the more air would slip in. It's almost plan pooling, and I'm oh, okay. I know. Let's do that. I like when I'm like typing something, I hate it tries to decide what I'm trying to do and or what I'm trying to write or type or whatever. And one of the ladies that I used to work with, um, she she decided to not go with the people with the buyout because we could separate if we wanted to. We didn't have to take the job offer. And she said the biggest lie she was ever told. She's my age. I'm pretty positive. She might be a little older. She might be able to retire. She said the biggest thing that her teachers lied to her about when she was going to school was you need to know how to do this because it's not like you're going to have a calculator in your pocket and be able to do things. And I laughed when she posted that. I was like, "Yeah, that's absolutely correct." I actually remember that being said to me several times in math class growing up. You're not going to be able to carry around a calculator. You need to know how to do it. And I still find myself doing some math in my head and not even big numbers, like when I have to do multiplications. Because my grandmother on my mom's side always used to say, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. So, yep, it is on our cell phones. And there was something somebody said the other day. I don't know. And I was like, oh, that would be something good to talk about on stream. But then I thought, oh, it might get a little too whatever. So, too political. And I'm not in the mood to do that because we try to keep that politically free here. But cell phones are a good thing and a bad thing. Like, I literally told my mom that I really think that Papa and I should get a landline. And do I really think I would use a landline all the time? No, I probably don't. And I don't even know how much they cost anymore. Like, I mean, do you get a long distance plan? Does it come with it? That kind of thing. But my neighbors have one, and I'm telling you, I went to watch their dog and it scared the bejesus out of me when the phone rang. And I understand that. I mean, if you have your alarm system through it. So let's see. So she set it up and it was one, two, I think. Hold on, let me pull the picture up. Look at the picture. Okay, so it'll be like this. It'll be 1, 1, 2, 3, and then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. So we're almost halfway through. You can get a plan through your cable provider and bundle stuff. I don't think Papa would ever want a house phone because I don't think he'd want to have to hear it ringing all the time. But as many telemarketer yeah, I do not know who in the world I have peeved off. I've obviously peeved someone off that I've called and tried to collect a bill from. And y'all, I am the nicest collector there ever was. I'm going to tell you. I really we're making a little hood for people. Um, because I don't argue. I had a lady, I remember calling her one time, and I said, she says, I just don't have the money to pay it right now, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, that's okay. No big deal. I'll just notate your account. That is literally, when people tell me that, that is literally what comes out of my mouth. I do not try to, I don't threaten. I don't, I don't curse. I don't coerce. I don't try anything. If you say, sorry, I just don't have the money for that right now. I have too many other bills, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, done. I'll notate your account. Lady goes, no, it's not right. I should pay you. And I was like, ma'am, my job is not to make you feel guilty. You said you couldn't do it right now. That's what I'm going to put in your account. And when you can, you just give us a call back. I mean, I don't have time to make someone feel guilty over a bill. I just don't. And most of the time, when the people come through us and they have a large medical bill, there is unfortunately, usually a bad reason behind it. So I'm not about to make you feel guilty. Been there, done that, not doing it. Just not. Um, I've been in their situation and I would refuse. And so, you know, some people think that I'm lackadaisical about it, and they're like, "How can you just whatever?" And I'm like, "I'm on the phone. I don't know what to do." So obviously, I've made somebody mad because I always give them a phone number to call me back on, and it goes directly to my desk so they don't have to talk to somebody else. I mean, sometimes, you don't want to talk to 2 or 3 people. You don't want to feel like guilty in front of other people for not paying your bill, whatever. Well, obviously, I've given my direct line out to the wrong person because over the last week, I have gotten over 200 phone calls from Medicare wanting to sign me up for my benefits, um, vision people, dental people, um, home security people, all kinds of things. So I really, really made someone mad. Really made someone mad. So it's hilarious. And I'm like, I just pick up the phone and one person went through everything. I even give them our business address as my home address because it was for a security system. And I'm sitting here thinking, you would have thought when I give them the business address because it's in like a line, and I told them, you know, oh, sweet this because it's in a building, the girl would have stopped. She didn't. She just kept right on going. I even told her there was like 6 doors to the building, all kinds of stuff. Something really outrageous. And you would have thought she would have stopped and said, something's wrong with this. No, she kept on. I answered all the questions and she goes, let me get you over to my supervisor so we can get you somebody out there to to set everything up. And so the supervisor came on. I'm telling you, I think they would have showed up and tried to put a security system in the office building because they thought, and I even told them when they said, "Are you a homeowner?" I said, "Yes, I'm a homeowner." And they kept on. I didn't lie. I'm a homeowner. I just don't own the business that you're trying to get a security system in. Most of the time, I just tell them it's a business and ask them to remove me from their list. I don't think they removed me from the list, but they do hang up after I tell them it's a business. But the girl next to me was like, "I can't believe you're being so polite to those people." Like, it's their job. They gotta make these phone calls, and I'm not gonna be mean to them. I make phone calls every day. If people are mean to me, they're mean to me. And somebody's like, "How do you do it?" And I'm like, "I don't bring it home with me. I don't bring it home with me." So, if you ever want to be a collector, and I know that there's someone else out there in this chat that was a collector at one time too, because we've talked about it, just don't take it personal. When people get mad and they yell and they hoot and they holler, it's not necessarily you they're mad at. They're just mad at life. And they may have a good reason to be mad at life. They're not mad at you though. So don't take it personal. Hang up your badge, walk out the door, clock out, walk out the door, and go home. You just have a different set of people you got to call the next day. That's all it is. Don't ever take anything personal because nobody's trying to be mean to you. And if they are, that's on them, but you don't have to take it. You don't have to feel like you're not the problem. You're not the problem. Just don't do it. Be happy and go, getting in my car and I'm going home. Because that's what I do. I get in my car, go home, pull out of the parking lot, and I usually call my mom on my way home and talk to my mom all the way home. So that A, it makes my drive a lot faster. At least it feels faster. And B, I get to talk to my mom. And then C, we get to catch up on anything that's happened with her on throughout the day. And we both feel kind of whatever about it. So it's nice. It's nice to have somebody to talk to on your way home from work. Sometimes I just sing to myself if you really want to know the truth. Just depends. She works 3 days now. She says 3 half days, but she never works half days. She always works whole days. And cuz she's just a worker, a little worker bee. Um and so sometimes I just sing to myself. If she's working, I look and see where she's at. She's at work. I just turn up the 70s or 80s on my radio and I just rock out. Like this morning when I went grocery shopping, I know this sounds really weird. On my way home, I literally almost stayed in the car because um it was Cher singing. What is the name of that song? Hold on. I'm okay, hold on. It's Cher's. I want to make sure I had the name right. It was Cher's Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves. I love that song. I almost stayed in the car, listened to it because I was like, I love music, love music. And I can say this, P-pop is a lover of music. She sometimes she's just listening to music and she's just dancing to herself and she doesn't care who's looking. She does not care. She's like, I'm over here dancing and I'm gonna continue to dance. If you want to watch me, you go right on ahead because that's what I'm doing. I am dancing my little heart out over here. And I think it's great. I think it's cute. I think it's wonderful. So this will be the fourth one out of 8 granny squares. And It's gonna be cute. I'm gonna have to play with where I want the squares because I might want the gray, this deeper gray in this like the center and make the darker colors on the outside. But I listen to free YouTube music when you crochet. Um, I I have a like S Spotify, but a lot of times when I crochet, um, I usually have the television on in the background. So if it's got music on it or anything like that, then fine. Most of the time it's a movie, but um, I think it helps when you crochet and you have something else in the background, especially something that like you don't have to the music. You can sing along and your hook can move just as great and wonderful as it is. You also watch like I like Kelly Clarkson. I like her. I like her show. Um, I really do. She's a nice little listen to me, she's a nice little girl. Like I'm so old, but I think I remember when she was on American Idol. That's so many eons ago. It feels at least that's what it feels like to me. But I and now I have that Cher song stuck in my head. But yeah, I almost stayed in the car listening to that. It probably would have drove Papa crazy if I, you know, would have done that because Biscuit barks when one of us is outside. They're not, we're not inside the building. He wants to know why we're not inside the building. He's like, it is my job to keep you two here, safe, inside these four walls. I really honestly think that's what Biscuit thinks his job is to keep us both. Because Papa went somewhere the other day, can't remember. And I was home. Oh, the one of the guys in his office is retiring, and they went out for a lunch. And, and I thought Biscuit was gonna not necessarily be totally stressed out, but I think it bothered him that he left. But when Papa came back, because we were both in the house, he thought it was his dinner time. He was like, "Oh, they're both back. It's time for me to eat." So that's what he thought. So I think that let's see. Trying to see something. Don't want to do that one. Don't want to do that one. Gypsies, tramps, and thieves. Y'all. Okay. I know I was singing, but I mean, I thought I kept it low. Oh, that's good. Welcome in, Linnea. I know I'm so sorry, but welcome in. Welcome in from YouTube. How are you doing? You're crocheting too? I am trying to make, I'm just gonna, it's a, something for my granddaughter. Balaclava. And we're gonna see how it works. I'm making one for her and making one for my daughter. You just learned to crochet a few days ago. Oh, that is great. Crocheting is wonderful. It's addictive, but very wonderful. What have you learned to make? What have you learned to make? My grandma tried to teach me to crochet, and I so stupidly did not learn from her. I could not get it. I was more interested in going outside or reading a book. You're teaching your cousin how to crochet. Oh, you made a beanie. I love beanies. Beanies are very good starter projects. Very good starter projects. I'm not I don't have my needle and I'm doing an invisible join on these because it'll make it a lot easier when I sew them together. So if anybody is wondering why I'm leaving that one piece not sewn together. I did not have the chance to learn how to crochet from my grandma. I didn't either. I was very, very crazy. And Stellar, I am happy that your yarn is washing up so nicely. This is a good thing. Why am I smelling pancakes? Why do I feel like your dad's downstairs making pancakes? Oh, that'll be great. We will look at them. We will look at them. Spaghettios and pancakes do not smell the same. They are way off. I am from the United States. Basically, Tennessee. I probably do have the worst sense. Yes. It's all those years of working in grocery claims that ruins my nose. All that stink. Thank you. What country are you from? If you want to share, Pakistan. Okay. That's that's really far away. That's really far away. I know y'all have different types of yarn. There's a lady that I watch. I don't remember who she is. I love watching her, but I love watching her yarn. I love watching her the different types of yarn because I don't know where she gets her yarn from. Like this yarn was made in Turkey, but I just think that it's different over here. The States, like, if you ever get to come over here, each state is like its own little country. We all have, like, different I don't know, different mannerisms, different, um, different foods, kinda things like that. Currently using acrylic yarn to make a messenger bag, but I recently bought chenille. Yeah, chenille it's really nice. It's a really soft yarn. That is nice. See, and That is way nice. Way nice. Because I think this one, well, they were going out of business. So I got, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Photos are up. Yay. Let's look at the photos. Okay. I have to think about this. Oh, Papa, where did you put it? There it is. Oh, just saw it. Okay. I'm going back just a little bit. So listen, I can blame my IT guy for anything I want. Okay. Okay. We're going to go back because I want everybody to see this. This is Stellar. She's dyeing her own yarns, and this is her and her respirator. And I remember this yarn you showed us the last time because you're ice dyeing the yarn on this one. Okay. Here. And I can blame my IT guy for anything I want. Oh, this is fairy dust. I love it, fairy dust. I love the blanket. It's not a blanket. It's a shawl, people. It's a shawl. I can claim user all I want. This is beautiful. I love how that worked out. That is beautiful fairy dust. Okay, so now I don't know if anybody can hear anything, but hopefully you can watch the video. I love this Stellar. This is wonderful. I would be so tickled pink to be able to make my own yarns and well, not make. You're not making, you're dyeing your own yarns. I just think it's amazing. I think it's amazing. Biscuit, where are you at? Oh, there you are. You moved on me. I like it. I think they're pretty. No sound on those. Okay. And then here's another one. I love how the colors just they hit. And then you're like, "Oh no, here's another one." But I'm really kind of partial to greens. So I do like it. I do like it. These are beautiful, Stellar. These are beautiful. I love it. Okay, whoop. We're going back to the video. Okay. Looks like spaghetti, smells like sheep. Oh, let me tell you, you got a lot of yarn. I have a streamer themed colorway ideas. Oh, okay. I like it. I like it. So, ooh, still washing. Those are pretty. That is massively pretty. Love it. And you know, the thing about it is I'm going to say this because I know nothing about dyeing yarn. But I mean, I just think it would be so nifty smifty. And I'm using old terms. Nifty smifty because when you put it in there, it depends on how you put it in there and whatever, like the concentration of everything of how dark it's going to be. So once you go the dark, you can't go lighter, can you? I don't know, can you? But I do love it. I do love it. Love it, love it, love it. Biscuit, what do you think? You're like, because that's you. That's you completely. I'm gonna love these. So Stellar, you are amazing. You are an amazing crafter. You are an amazing crafter. So see, let's see. Let's just lock the Discord up. Darker colors can spread really quickly. The pink and green reminds me of ice cream. It does, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 2. 1, 2. I just Papa and I could not that we whatever, we don't have more space for any more crafts or streaming or gaming or anything. I think we need a whole nother room in our house before we could do anything else. I asked him the other day, did he like our house? Did he think it was too small? He said if we got a bigger house, people would think, why in the world would two people need a bigger house? I said, we have a lot of activities we do that we enjoy. You know, it just makes life a little bit easier. So it's gonna be like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're gonna put this right there. So, and then the last row is gonna be 1, 2, 3, and then one out that way, and then I'll sew it together. Oh, yes, if this house had a basement, it would be perfect. It would be massively perfect. Or we could get that bubble that I s Heidi sent me, and we could put it on the back porch or the back in the backyard, and Biscuit and I could sit in the bubble, and, you know, we could craft out there, and he's looking at me like, "I'm not going in a bubble, woman," and, you're not getting a plunge tub. I've mm, I think I'm totally against those now, and I'll explain to you later why. Okay, you can get one. They're dangerous. You know yes, I need a big skeeter tent. That is exactly what I need. If I find this video and I could put this in Discord, I'm going to yes, I will put this it's amazing. You can put a little heater in it, and I could put a little couch in it, and some blankets, and me and Biscuit could go outside. It's just what what's like the time right now, I'm at December 6th at 12:14 PM, so noon. Well, I'd like to have a hot tub too, because I just think it would be nice to, after work, to be able to go outside and get in a hot tub and relax. But we shall see. What, a hot tub or a skeeter tent? Because a skeeter tent is not dangerous. I've just heard plunge tubs can be very dangerous because of how cold it is. You need a skeeter suit. You do need a skeeter suit. What's my favorite thing to crochet? I love crocheting blankets. They're too big for me to stream, but I do love crocheting blankets. I love baby blankets too on top of that. 10:15 at night, yes. Um, I love how, like, YouTube and Twitch can bring people together all over the world. People that like to crochet, craft, do any fiber arts, anything, and I mean, It's just nice. Let's do one more thing. Do 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 do. Do do. Want that. I know, Biscuit. I know. Um, I do a lot of baby blankets, but I'm at the point in my life now where people that I know are having grandbabies and oh, thank you. I said thank you very much. I think when I hear myself, I sound like a hick, but that's fine. That's my personal opinion of myself, but thank you for saying that I have a lovely voice. Um, but a lot of my friends and like my sister's children are having babies now, so baby blankets are the thing for me right now. I do a lot of those offline. I don't do those because even though they're smaller, they're a little bit cumbersome to put on camera. Papa, are you done with your lunch? You're taking your pills. Okay. Forgot to bring my lunch bread. I have lunch bread. I have lunch bread at work home so I can make a little sandwich to go with my soup. But I will work it out. Think I'm gonna have grilled cheese with my soup. Sounds delicious if you ask me. In this weather. So and I think I looked at it the other day, like our weather right now. Um, so right now, I think I just did that wrong. So right now, if you're in another part of the world that does Celsius, it is 6 degrees Celsius here. So it's pretty cold. Pretty cold. I'm trying to get at least one more square finished before we do any ending. Yes, I do read books. Um, I prefer more oh, I like Harry Potter. Um, I like sci-fi books. I like mystery books. Love mystery books. Like murder mystery. Um, 1, 2, 3. No, Papa, I am going to make one more square. Then I think I'm going to call it. And I'm going to eat some lunch and take the biscuit out. The Wicked series is fun reading. You know what? P-Pop likes it. The first ever book series was Harry Potter. It's a good series. Now I will say this, Jingle Shark has started reading her How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and she does it in different voices, and P-Pop laughs. She just thinks it's the most hilarious story she's ever heard in her entire life. Especially when you tell her that the Grinch's heart is 2 sizes too small. She just laughs her heart out at that one. She's like, "Okay, crazy man, his heart's too small." Have you read Good Girl's Guide to Murder? No, I think my daughter has. What are you doing, buddy? Okay, buddy, stop. Oh, you are not disturbing me. You are not disturbing me. That is why I'm live on YouTube. So if you want to talk, you can talk. My daughter's an avid reader. My middle daughter, she is an avid reader. She reads a lot of books. Okay. Gypsies, tramps, and thieves. It's like, listen, woman, be quiet. Nobody wants to hear you sing. Uh, I would probably say maybe. Are you in your 30s? I mean, I don't like, I mean, I don't know. My oldest daughter is in her 30s, mid 30s. My middle daughter is about to turn 30, and my youngest daughter is 26. So you turn 14 this year. Okay. Way off. I guess when you said you were teaching your cousin to crochet, I just thought maybe you were a little older. But hey, it's fine. Learning crafts at a younger age, I think it's a great thing. It's really great. Oh, you have a bone to pick with someone in your Discord trying to scam me? What in the world did they do, Sir Tokes? What? And I'm going to say, what has he done? Because I'm pretty positive I know which one who tried to scam you in my Discord. I will have a talk with him in a minute. He said, I bought some. What? Oh, my lordy day. Listen to me. Lordy day. Okay. He is not, no. He didn't get scammed. Promise you, he didn't get scammed. He didn't get scammed. He didn't. My Discord is completely safe. As far as I know, it's completely saved. He's messing with his brother from another mother is what he's doing. Okay, let's see. He has a cat with sunglasses. Okay, I'm gonna have to go into my Discord now. I don't know who's in my Discord that has a cat with sunglasses. I've wanted people with cats, but not cats with sunglasses. Oh, Tokes, you're gonna name starter with a K. Okay, hold on. Tokes, you've got me. Discord, back to Discord. Okay. Okay. Name starter with K. Hold on. I did not know that person was I didn't know if that person was still in my Okay, hold on. Okay, that person doesn't the person that I thought it was. I will find out who they are. You're looking good. You need to look. No, no, I don't have a Kelvin in my thing. While I am at a stopping point, while I'm at a stopping point, I'm going to open this up. Do gypsies. Ooh, two away, two away. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, I'm gonna have Papa on it. We're putting Papa on it. Uh let's do this. Okay, we're just gonna go to this one. I mean, okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no I think I've just been like, okay, let's do this. Since I am at a stopping point, we're going to stop. I'm going to raid out. We're going to raid out to why can I not spell their name? We're gonna raid out to Supreme Doom. Everybody go over, let's show her some love. Let's have a wonderful day. And I will see y'all tomorrow. I will be back around 10 o'clock tomorrow. And I'm going to go eat me some lunch. I'm going to make a grilled cheese sandwich. And like I said, I will see you tomorrow. And hopefully we will be putting this together tomorrow, which will hopefully be a great thing. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.